Okay, so let's discuss the Music Freaks episode 11 finale, but more specifically Drew and Jake's fight, because I find the fandom's reaction to be honestly weird with the way how they're victim blaming Jake and be like, oh my gosh, if only Jake just told Drew, none of this would have happened, right guys? And I'm just like, I'll get into that later. But yeah. I honestly never really cared for Drew. He was just always there. You know, like he's just a side character who's not really important in my opinion. So I didn't really care about him until up to now. And his whole like confrontation of Haley and then Jake was honestly very scary and irritating, because at first he came to intimidate Haley. Then he goes even further to grab Haley's arm, to the point where she held it after because it hurt. Are you serious? I'm sorry, but I just cannot sympathize for Drew at all. I'm sorry, he's a bad person and a bad friend overall. Like, I don't care. Like, he's not, I don't see any appeal to him at all. There's nothing appealing about him at all. He is a mean person. Like, not only, he literally encouraged Jake to talk crap about the music club. And he didn't care that the clip was leaked after either. And he saw how upset Jake was. That is not a friend. I don't care if, oh, he's jealous of Haley in the club. Blah, blah, blah. He feels like Jake is leaving him. Blah, blah. I don't care. You know, he's a mean person. He's a bad person. No friend would do that to Jake. I'm sorry. He is not a good friend at all. And so, once Jake came into the, you know, confrontation when he confronted Haley, right? His whole demeanor changed. It went from cocky with Haley to anger to Jake. He started to call him a manipulator, a liar, all these mean things. And I'm just like, you're doing too much. Like, you're honestly, I feel like he was gaslighting, if I'm being real. He was doing a lot. And like, okay, in a totally idealistic world, yeah, Jake should have, you know, told him the truth. But let's be realistic, because the reason why Jake didn't tell Drew or the others that he loved music and he genuinely liked being in the music club was because Drew bullied people that liked music and called them the music freaks. That's why. So Jake was afraid of being abandoned by his friends again because of his passion of music. And he explained that pretty clearly multiple times. But Drew just didn't want to hear it. All he heard was, oh my gosh, you're replacing me with the music freaks. Like, he's jealous. Okay, he's jealous. But like, he's doing too much. He's doing over the top. And so, and literally, this whole falling out is exactly what Jake was afraid of. He knew Drew wouldn't like him if he liked music. He knew that. And his suspicion was true, because Drew walked off after their fight. Called him a freak after their fight. So his suspicions were true. Drew would not stick with him if he knew that he liked music. And okay, he didn't tell Drew the truth and blah, 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 blah. But like, still, my point still stands. Like, why would he be open and honest with Drew if he knew that he would be hated after? Like, Drew did that one nice thing and take him in the beginning, you know? But like, other than that, he was just obviously a bad person and a bad friend, and you know, made Jake even bully people too. So, if anything, that was Drew's fault. I don't care. I don't blame Jake at all for their falling out. That was completely Drew's fault. Why are you a bad person? Like, come on. Like, I really hope that they do not give him a redemption arc next season. He probably most likely will, but like, it honestly just pisses me off, because it's like, I feel like he doesn't deserve it, because it's like, he has no redeeming qualities. Like, he did that one good thing, right? But like, that was basically it. He was just a douche the entire show for, months or maybe a year. I don't even know what the timeline is. But for months, he and Jake and the others were bullying the music club. For months. For absolutely no reason. Like, okay, he probably genuinely, like, wants to be Jake's friend. But, like, I'm sorry. No friend would do what he did to Jake. So, for everyone that's victim blaming Jake and doing too much, I don't care. Like, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, yes, in an idealistic world, Jake should have been honest. But he can't be honest with a bully. Like, if Drew was a nice person, it would be different because, like, you're lying to your nice friend. But Drew is a bully and a mean person. His entire friend group is filled with bullies, too. So it's just like, no. And Jake found, like, it's so interesting because Jake found an escape to that. Like, I think Jake genuinely liked being friends with Drew and the others. But, like, he couldn't be himself there. And that's why he wasn't honest, because he couldn't be himself. He would be teased by them. He definitely would have. He was. And so it's just like, he found an escape and acceptance in the music club, and those are his real friends, not Drew, and I forgot the other two's name. I'm sorry, they're not real friends either. I don't care what Jake did. I don't care that he lied. He had a good reason to. So, yeah.